Hey, what's up, Switch Leaders? I hope you're doing well. I know we are all into the hustle and bustle of the week, and so I will make this quick, but I want to check in with you. I'm excited about another week of At the Movies. It's going to be an awesome movie this week. We're doing The Jungle Book. Don't tell anyone, but it's going to be a crazy good week this week. We're going to be talking about identity and helping students just be comfortable with who God made them to be. We're going to help them discover their gifts and what are the unique things that God has put in you so that you can impact the world. And so, as a small group leader, a couple things to focus on. I really want to dive into two things. How can you take you and the gifts that God's put in you, and how can you affect your world? How can you impact those around you at your school, at jobs, in your families, on your sports teams? That's the first question, because that's the most important, reaching the world. But also the second question, how can you use your gifts to impact our church and to begin to serve? And what are some opportunities that God may have for them to lead people to become fully devoted followers of Christ here on Sundays through different ministries? So, man, those are the two things that I really want you to focus on, because I believe that a lot of rich conversation will be unpacked just from those two things, okay? I'll have the talk notes printed out for you because different campuses are on different weeks due to spring break schedules and all of that, which leads me to my next thing. Next week, spring break, students get a break during school, but we do not take breaks from discipleship, and that's what we are trying to lead towards. That's where we are focusing now as an entire ministry here at Life Church in youth. And so, man, we are going to be on and rocking and popping. It's going to be exciting. Obviously, not everyone will be in town. Students will be on vacations, and maybe you'll be on vacation. And so if you have a trip planned, by all means, there is not a huge expectation for you to be here. Be with your family, enjoy it. But here's the thing. If you are here and you are rolling through the week just like normal, man, there is that expectation for you to be here. But don't see it as an expectation. See it as an opportunity. It's another chance to rub shoulders with students and to impact them relationally, okay? So we will be on next week. One thing I want to leave you with, it's been on my mind, it's been on my heart, because I've been doing this a while, and I know the seasons and the ebbs and flows of youth ministry and semesters, etc., etc., etc. And here's the thing. We've started so strong, you guys. We've started stronger than we have ever been at this campus with our youth ministry. I mean, the number of students that have given their lives to Christ, the number of students that have connected in small groups and through relationships, it's crazy. God is up to something really big, and He's using you. But now we're kind of inching into that part of the semester where, we've been running the marathon, and we've settled in, and now this is the season we're coming upon where we can get a little tired. We can grow a little weary. Let's just call it for what it is. If you're not there, man, keep running and keep loving it. But also, some of you are there. You're already there, and there's a temptation to drop off in consistency and in urgency, in passion, in being here mentally when you're here. There's a temptation to check out, whether you're on this campus on Wednesday night or if you're just not showing up. And I alluded to the fact that I've been running a lot more lately. I've been doing stints of about 30-minute runs. And there comes a point in my run where I want to quit. I've gotten tired. It's usually about the 18, 20-minute mark. And here's what usually happens. Two reasons why I usually want to quit. Number one, I'm discouraged. I feel like, man, I'm not any stronger. I'm not any better than I was last run. I'm still hitting that wall at the same time. I want to quit because I'm discouraged. Number two reason, though, that I want to quit many times is I've lost my focus. I've lost my focus and my purpose of what am I doing this for? What am I going to get out of this? And I've learned to keep my focus, and what used to exhaust me at mile 2, now I'm at mile 2.5 where I'm starting to hit that wall. And so maybe that's you. Maybe you're one of those two people. Maybe you've grown discouraged as a small group leader. I'm going to tell you, keep going. You're better than you think you are. You're doing so much more in these students' lives than you give yourself credit for. Keep showing up. Keep being here, because that's the only time that God can use you is when you're available. So keep being here, okay? Second thing, stay focused. This isn't about Josh Ingebretson. This isn't about really our community of friends that we have here. When we're here, we have one mission, and it's to lead students to become fully devoted followers of Christ. We get to do this, guys, every single week. I read a quote that it talks about how a river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Maybe you feel like you're butting up against a wall or a rock and you're just not getting through. I'm telling you, persistence always outweighs a charismatic, fun leader, because if that fun leader stops showing up, what good is that? But if you stay persistent, stay the course, I promise you, God is going to continue to use you to lead students to become fully devoted followers of Christ. I'll leave you with this scripture. Galatians 6:9 says this, "Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." Don't give up. Don't stop showing up. Keep coming. Keep being prepared. Keep the focus, the goal, the mission to lead students to become fully devoted followers of Christ. God has called you. He's appointed you. He's equipping you, and He will give you the strength to continue to do what He's called you to do. I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of this with you. I love you so much. I'll see you at Huddle tomorrow night at 6:10 in your sweatshirt, black and red, and we're going to lead students to become fully devoted followers of Christ tomorrow night together. I love you all. Have a good day. See you soon.